fast.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, uniquely shalez, and as you can see by the title, I'm back with another story time. I know y'all been waiting for one of these. Like, when she gonna drop one? She always gives the best story times, and I'm here to say, here I am telling y'all story time on how this nigga played in my face. Yeah. So we ain't even finna make no long intro. We ain't even finna do all that. All I ask y'all to do is like my video, share my video with a friend or one of your family members. Let them know what's up with me and leave a comment, y'all. I love to hear feedback. Y'all comments is what keep me going, to be honest. So leave me a comment. Don't be shy. I do reply back to all my subscribers. I love all y'all. But let's get right into the story time. So y'all, let me tell y'all about how I was dating this guy. If y'all don't know, I don't know if I talked about him in my older previous videos, but it was a guy I was talking to for a very long time. And we're going to give him a nickname because I don't want to be saying no real names on my channel. Because, like, it could be obvious to some that know me who I'm talking about because they know. You know, I think everybody knew that I was talking to him at the time. But I'm here to tell y'all a story time on how this nigga played in my face, right? Too many times. But this is going to be one story time on how I'm going to tell y'all when he played in my face real bad. So, let's just get into it. So, y'all, I was talking to this guy or whatever. We were talking for a very long time. I'm going to say about damn near six years. We were talking for like 6 years or whatever. I had met him shortly after I left Brooke's dad because, I don't know how, I don't even want to go too far into that, but I met him after I was done dealing with Brooke's dad or whatever. And we was talking, but of course I was hard on the nigga and I had my guard up because I'm sitting here pregnant by my baby daddy, but we not together, obviously. And so, you know, I was hard on the nigga. You know, I was hard on a nigga on how I let them treat me and this and that. But y'all, I fucked up and got too comfortable with the nigga. Not saying that we shouldn't get comfortable with somebody like we're dealing with or that we're with, because you definitely should, but I feel like we always should have, if not a little bit of guard up, some type of guard up. You know what I'm saying? Just to protect your feelings and just to let that person know who you're talking to, that you have boundaries, that you do not want them to cross over. But bitch, this was a different story for me. I didn't know nothing I knew now. If I knew something back then, that nigga would have never did none of this shit ever. Do you understand me? Because a nigga can't do a bad bitch like me like that ever again. And that was his loss at the end of the day. That had nothing to do with me. But one of the stories, me and him, I feel like we was going through some things. Our relationship going through things. But the things we were going through was specifically because of him. So, you know, my body, I still loved him and I still wanted him, but my body would reject him, literally. Like, it would reject him. Like, the sex went from being this to not, you know, being all that no more. And I wouldn't say not necessarily it was me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't me. It was just, I couldn't tell you what happened because back then I wasn't that in tune with myself to know, like, about my body and all that. I gotta give y'all, a story time on that. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, like I was saying before, I was really interrupted by that phone call. My body was rejecting him. Like, some of the sexual things, I'm gonna be honest, I was not advanced in. Before him, I feel like before him, I was only with, you know, two dudes before him. And so, like, I really didn't know a lot about sex, but I knew how to fuck, if you know what I mean. So, I feel like when I was talking to him, he was overly sexually active. And y'all gotta be careful with someone that's overly sexually active, because at that point, you can't satisfy him. You might as well not even want to get in a relationship with that type of people. But I ain't gonna say that because our relationship was good. He was a good man. It was just, you know, not that. But y'all, so one day I was asleep or whatever. early bird. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm an early bird. Like, as soon as I see it getting dark outside, I'm ready to get ready and prepared to go to bed, okay? And I just been like this since a little girl. So I'm sleeping with Brooke. Brooke was over there with us because, you know, that she was my firstborn, my first baby. So Brooke was over there with us. And I guess you could say me and Brooke was asleep, right? So me and Brooke was asleep. And then, you know, I'm so used to sleeping next to my man and feeling my man that I woke up because I didn't feel him there. So y'all, I get up, I go check. Okay, my job. So we're gonna name. Cause this is funny. It's funny right now. Y'all know. If y'all know, y'all know. Ricky. You know the TikTok.
Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky.
Okay, I got up and I was like, damn, where he at? So, like, back then I was a little shy. His brothers and them used to stay there, and then with his mamas and his brothers. So, somebody would be in the living room and somebody would be, like, in their room. And so, it was a 3-bedroom. So, I was in my boyfriend Ricky's room at the time, and then his other brother had his own room, but he had 2 more other brothers that would come over or just, you know, sleep there. And they're biological. So I got up, I was like, what the fuck? And so I got up, I went to go check like the bathroom, I went to go check the living room. I ain't seen nobody. So I'm like, okay. So I'm calling this nigga, and I'm like, you know, he ain't picking up the phone. I'm texting him, I'm like, where the fuck you at? Why you not in the bed? Where the fuck did you at 2 and 3? I don't even know what time it was, y'all, but I know it was like middle of the night. I know we all usually say middle of the night, meaning middle of the morning, technically. But it was the middle of the night. I'm like, where the fuck did this nigga go? You know, he don't got no car, y'all. Well, he didn't have no car, y'all, at the time. And like, so where you at? So I'm getting pissed off. I'm getting heated, boy. I'm getting heated. Like, everything in me, like, my intuition is telling me, like, he cheating, bitch. Like, of course. If a nigga was just laying in a bed with you, and the nigga, suddenly you wake up and he's not there no more, and he being sneaky, he's sneaking off, that give me every right to believe that, boo, you already out doing something. Because, for one, you didn't tap me on the shoulder and say, baby, I'm finna go do this or that. You ain't even try to do nothing to make me think you not even doing nothing. So, all I did, I started going crazy. I ain't gonna say start going crazy, but I start overthinking shit. He wasn't answering the phone, and that shit piss you off when a nigga ain't answering the phone. So, he get back, and, well, I think eventually I end up going back to sleep or whatever. I don't even know if I went back to sleep. I think I stayed up because, like, I'm worried. Like, at this point, I'm not even worried about, like, his safety or his well-being. I'm worried about what the fuck he doing because I know him. So, the morning come or whatever, he popped back up. And this is why I say I don't know if I was asleep or I had stayed up, because I guess you could say I was asleep. So when I woke back up, he was there and he tried to make it seem like, oh, I was sleeping in the living room. No, you wasn't, bitch, because I went in there and you wasn't motherfucking in that living room. You wasn't in that living room. So don't sit up here and tell me you was in that living room. You know how they try to gaslight you into making you think you was, you know. So why would you sleep in the living room if you always sleeping in here with me? Like, make it make sense. So, moral of the story, y'all. The nigga was somewhere in the apartment in another bitch house doing God knows what. But it's always 2 sides to a story. I would never be this bitch again. Like I said, I was young, and I wouldn't even say dumb. I was just young and didn't have an understanding or didn't have a lot of knowledge to things as I have now. So, I think he fell asleep or something like that. But somehow I got that phone. I got that phone, y'all. And when I got that phone, there was the tea. That was my intuition proving, you know, my intuition was right. Your intuition, for one, is never wrong. Never wrong. So never doubt your intuition. If the spirit telling you something is going on, something the fuck is going on. So that's why I kind of already knew, like, what was going on or whatever. But so I text the nigga phone or whatever. I still got his phone to this day. Let me go get it. Y'all. Here's the phone. Here's the phone, y'all. I know everybody remembers the little iPhone S. The little iPhone. Here's the phone. I wish this whole worked. So, I mean, of course the messages wouldn't still be in here because it was a long time ago. And he probably, But here's the phone. Here's the motherfucking phone. So I don't know why I'm getting mad all over again, but I feel good releasing this and sharing some time. I got plenty more stories I can share with y'all if y'all want, honestly, because right now I'm healing, and right now it's funny to me, and I want to talk about it. So, moral of the story, I think he fell asleep. Somehow I got his phone, I got into his phone, and boom, I found the message. Man, come on now, y'all know when y'all find some messages that you was already expecting to see, or you wasn't expecting to see, your heart just drop down to your pussy. Like, have that ever happened to y'all? Like my heart dropped down all the way. It felt like my heart was coming out of my butt. I was so hurt. Like, y'all don't understand. So basically, the messages were saying that, the messages were saying about how basically, like, he was texting this girl that was in the apartments or whatever, and he was trying to fuck her, and she was a virgin or whatever, and that hurted me more because, like, come on now. But anyway, she was a virgin or whatever, and he was trying to take her virginity or whatever the case may be, and take her virginity, and I don't know what the nigga was doing, but he was trying to take her virginity or whatever. Supposedly they met up. He went down to this day, I still don't know which apartment complex she stayed in, like how far or how close, but I know we was in the same apartment, and I know that he was fucking with somebody over there, or trying to fuck. So I got the stories from both sides, so I'm gonna let y'all know both sides. So in his phone, it was basically, they were sending, I guess she sent him a picture of her pussy or whatever, and he sent her a picture of his, thing. And I'm just getting pissed off, and they talking all sexual and all that. And so I text the girl or whatever, and I'm letting her know, like, hey, he got a woman or whatever, and did you know he was burning? That's why I didn't want to fuck him, because he was burning, and he be fucking on, he just be doing shit, and he was burning, so that's why I wasn't fucking on him or whatever. Just lying to the girl, telling her that, I wasn't fucking on him because he was burning, and that's why he came over there to fuck you, to kind of make her feel bad in a way for even just trying to have sex with him, I was on that type of time back then, y'all. This me back then, trust me. This is not no shit I would do right now to this day, because I don't even play like that, and won't no nigga even be around me that's doing no dirty ass shit like that. But so let's start by saying I was wrong for saying that, but bitch, I don't give a fuck. That's just how I was feeling, and that's what I wanted to do. So I told her he was burning or whatever. That's why I haven't had sex with him. She was real cool though, I guess you could say. She was like, oh my god, I didn't know. She was like, we didn't even get to do it or whatever, or because or something. She was saying something about why they didn't get to do it, which I don't believe a shit a hoe say, because she watching, because I got some more to tell y'all. She was like, they didn't get to do it because she was still a virgin and it couldn't fit in or whatever. Everything was just pissing me off. They was just saying, I don't even know why I text the girl at this motherfucking point. But yeah, y'all, and she was basically saying that, and she was like, can you come to the hospital with me because I'm scared? Bitch, come to the hospital with you because you scared. Bitch, I didn't lay up with you and this man. I'm not going to the hospital with you. You need to tell this nigga to go to the hospital with you, even though y'all, he wasn't burning, probably, I don't know, shit. But I know I wasn't burning. So I just said that, to kind of fuck with her conscience. And she was like, because I don't want to go with my mom or whatever. I don't want them to know. Can you go with me? And I was like, no, I can't go with you. But I did let you know that he was burning so you can go see for yourself or whatever. And she was like, okay, I'm going to go today and all that. But bitch, you just told me y'all ain't do nothing. You just sit there and tell me y'all ain't do nothing, but now you finna go get checked. So bitch, did y'all do something or not? Did y'all do something or not? Because now I'm confused. So I get to talking to him. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, I'm laying up in your house. I'm laying up in your bed. At that, we in your mama house, nigga. Like, I got a mama house I can go to too. You always want me over here, but you rather be fucking with all these other hoes. Like, what the fuck do we really have going on? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really need to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm too much good of a woman to even be going through this. Like, I shouldn't have to worry about me falling asleep and worried about my nigga wake up in the middle of the night to go fuck somebody in the apartment. So, you know, I was just getting on his ass, you know, all that toxic shit. And we probably had a little tussle or whatever. But, yeah, so I was basically explaining to him, like, don't do this shit no more or whatever. Don't do this shit no more or I'm leaving you. You know that same shit that all girls say when they know they ain't really truly going nowhere because they too fucking in love and too, I wouldn't say dumb, but I ain't want to call myself that because I wasn't dumb. I don't know what the fuck I was. I just, you know, was blindly in love. Let's just say that. We all been there before, but I can never go back. You know what I'm saying? That's just the situation. I can never go back. Like, I can be in love, but not blindly. Not blindly, okay? So, yeah, y'all. So, more little story. After that, we had talked or whatever. I was letting him know how I feel about the situation. And, you know, I stayed with him. I hate to say it, but I stayed with him. I was telling him, like, not to do that shit no more. If he do that shit, I'ma leave. Just threatening him, like, with different scenarios of what I'll do if he did it again. And that he approximately knew that wasn't true. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I just gotta say for my lady, if a man ever cheat on you or play in your face, leave him that first fucking time and don't go back. Because I got plenty more story times I can tell y'all after this one about me with this same nigga because he done did so much. And it's just like, now he in jail, y'all, though. He in jail. So, like, I stayed with him after that. I lost a couple pounds. Shit, that shit hurt me. Appetite was through off. That's why I said, when they start acting up, leave. Leave. Know your worth. Know your worth. That's why I'm instored in my daughter to know her worth. So when any nigga ever play with her, she gonna leave the first time. We ain't losing no way over these niggas. We ain't stressing over these niggas. We ain't tripping over these niggas because there's always a man, a real man that will be there to back you up, pick you up off your feet, and treat you right. So never settle. Period. So yeah, y'all, I just have to tell y'all about how this nigga played in my face and cheated on me basically in the same apartment where I was laying not in like the same apartment, like not inside the same house, but like the same apartment complex. Like he went to her apartment and they fucked while I was upstairs in his bedroom of his mother's house. Like, how dirty can you niggas be? Like, that shit just threw me for a loop. But I just have to let y'all in on that because, girl, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be done twice. That's all I'm saying. I mean, after this, I know y'all gonna ask me for more story time, like about like things that did go on, and I'm gonna give it to y'all. But I've grown so much from that person I used to be. I'm so more in tune with myself, and I know my worth, and I'm not gonna let nobody treat me like that. And now that nigga's in jail, and that nigga be calling me, that nigga want me back. But no, Bookie, you don't get the same me again. You don't even get me again, Bookie. It's just like, at first I was thinking about another chance with him because, like I said, we was together for a long time. Like, that was my first real relationship. Like, that was my first time actually being in love. And I know y'all gonna be like, how you wasn't in love when you got pregnant with your baby daddy? Because shit happened. And I was just doing shit I wasn't supposed to do. But I wasn't in love with my baby daddy. We just had a baby. And I know everybody say that you gotta be in love to make a baby, but I don't think that's true. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be fucking to make a baby. You just gotta be fucking to make a baby. Because I definitely wasn't in love, but I was in love with Ricky. Like, what are you doing, Ricky? Ricky, what are you doing? So I was in love with Ricky, but I mean, I still got love for the kid, but I would never get back with him. Even though sometimes I might have probably told him that, but I don't want that man. Like, that man did so much shit to me, and that ain't love. Like, the love I had for him was obviously not the same love he had for me. And I understand, yeah, we was young, and as y'all say, that's what a man gonna do, but I don't believe in that. I believe that there's always a perfect person for you, and we shouldn't be accepting what these men do, because if that's the case, it's okay if we do it because we're women, you know? So, Yeah, y'all. I just have to tell y'all about the story. I just have to tell y'all this story on how a nigga played in my face, cheated on me in the same apartment complex, and I stayed with him like a dummy. Y'all don't do that. If you're watching this and you 17, 15, 16, whatever age you may be, don't do that. A nigga cheat on you, let him know the first time, you gone. You gone. Okay? And that's just that on that. And I would never, ever, 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 ever let a nigga play in my face like that again. Hey, again. Hey, again. Hey, and guess what? That nigga is calling and blowing me up like that nigga is really suffering his consequences. Then he got locked up. This don't even got nothing to do with the stuff he done did prior to what he did. And I stayed with him. He did some more shit after that. But y'all just gotta stay tuned for the story time if y'all wanna hear some more, because that's why I say don't stay with him. Because once you stay with him, that's you giving him the okay to do what the fuck he wanna do. That's just all that is. That's just all that is. And then at the end of the day, it's gonna weigh down on you, and it's gonna bury you in a place that you shouldn't be. So I just feel like, fuck that nigga. Once he fuck up one time, fuck that nigga. Baby girl, you beautiful, you young, you got plenty of time to experience a relationship with a good man or a man in general. So don't be worrying about that, especially if you love him. I mean, I know it's gonna be hard, but y'all, I had to pray my way out of that relationship because it was beginning to become too fucking much. Like, he started doing too much, and I'm glad the Lord kept me safe, and He kept me my health safe, and I was clean of everything, didn't have nothing, cause yeah, this nigga was just down bad and dirty. But thank y'all so much for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this story time as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you want to see more, or if you want a specific story time, let me know down below in my comment box. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press that notification bell right up here if you want to be notified every time you girl posts. And yeah, I love y'all.